Let's talk about Taurine. The brand was kind enough to send me a sample so I could take a look at this one. I have another video out there for Taurine powder. So I was intrigued by, well, it is certainly well sealed. Hang on, we gotta find a weapon. Taurine has been kind of a hot topic lately with, the way it can support heart health, and there's been some concerns with the dog food stuff and the DCM scares. So Taurine is a great way to support dogs in that. And then also has Eyebright, which supports eye health. So I thought that was an interesting combination of two things that can balance each other out. So we're going to take a look at this, and I want to look at the dosing. It does say to shake well before. There it goes. Now I could see that I got a little bit more there. So make sure you do give it a good shake because some of it has settled out. So make sure, check the bottom. Let's give it a good. All right, and I've had this one sitting there for a couple days. So, all right, I think we're good now. I'm not seeing anything settled out there. So it does kind of have a milk. Once you've got it properly going, it's a little opaque there. So I wanted to check the dosing because I have a big dog and a little dog. If you're having trouble reading this with your eyes, let's see, 5 to 35 pounds. So that's my Chihuahua, 1 dropper, which looks like 1 ml. And then my Aussie, 35 to 75 pounds, would get 2 droppers. And this is something I would like to put right on their food. So the Taurine, 100 milligrams, and then 10 milligrams of Eyebright to support eye health. So I want to take a look at the 2 dosings. I generally give my dogs their, let's see, it's nice and graduated there. I like that dropper. I like to give my dogs their medication with their food. So I'm going to draw up a ml of this. Hang on. All right. You can hear him. He's outside. He thinks I'm getting ready to feed him. All right. So there we go. So that's 1 ml. This would be how much my Chihuahua gets. Well, that's not too much. And then I don't really have anything for reference. Like, okay, there's my thumb. So not a huge amount. And then my Aussie would get 2 mls, right? Let's double check. 2 mls. And then my Aussie would get 2 mls. So that's not, I want to check the odor on it too, because sometimes, no odor at all. I'm going to taste it. This is the bacon flavor, if you can see that right there. So I think that's going to help. But there's no noticeable adverse smell to me. Sometimes these things can, supplements can smell or look a little funky, but this is a nice, now I've got shook up, a nice creamy texture to it. So how I would give for my dog, I would put that in with their food, and I feed dry food and canned food and then some water to mix it up. And I don't think even my fussy Chihuahua is going to notice that. So interesting combination with the Taurine and the Eyebright. So you can support heart health and eye health. And, as usual, if your dog is under vet care for either of those things, let's run this by them first to make sure. It's got a nice long shelf life too. That's almost 2 years. So anyway, so run it by your vet if your dog's under a vet care for heart or eye issues, just to make sure there's no contradictions. But this is a really interesting supplement. I think it's going to mix in a little easier than the powder that I looked at previously. So I'm going to be interested to try this one. So if you're looking for something to support your dog's heart and eye health, I'd say give this one a try.